There once was a man traveling up the road to Jerusalem when he was beset upon by a group of thieves and highwaymen. They beat him sorely and left him bloody and helpless, laying on the side of the road. A priest from the temple was coming down the road, saw the man up ahead, and crossed over to the other side of the road to avoid him, and went on his way. Another man came along, saw the man in the condition he was in, and he too crossed to the other side of the road, not wishing to get involved, and went on his way. But then there was this Samaritan. Now, the Samaritan is an outsider to the community. He's treated as a second-class citizen. Much as in today's America. If we saw somebody walking down the side of the road, and those of us which have position in society, which have the finances available to us, that have the means to help somebody, and we see them on the side of the road and they're injured and hurt and bloodied, but we have a Mexican, one that is new to this country, of a group of people which proper society looks down upon as not being politically correct, not being legally a human being. That's how the Samaritans were seen in the eyes of Judah, in the eyes of the people of Jerusalem. He was a pagan. He was an outsider. He was one of different beliefs. He was, as a different part of Scripture refers to them in the case of the Samaritan woman, they were dogs. They were not humans. But this Samaritan, he stops in his travels and he picks the man up and he tends to his wounds as best he can, and he carries him to an innkeeper, and he pays out of pocket for the man to have room and for the man to be treated. And he leaves a promise that anything beyond what he's already paid, bill him for it, and he would be sure that the bill would be paid. This is what the Samaritan did when nobody else would. This is a parable that Jesus taught. This is an example that Jesus set for others to follow. He praised the Samaritan for his humanity. He praised him for his generosity, his charity, and that he took mercy upon that traveler that was so poorly abused and left on the side of the road for dead. Al Wayman, 29. Thank you so very much for being my Samaritan. And don't be offended by the term Samaritan. It is something to take honor in. It is an example for others to follow. You call yourself an agnostic, but I know better. You, my longtime internet friend, are a first century Christian atheist. And I think you know what I mean. When you say that valor and justice and virtue speak to you, then you, my friend, know the voice of God.